Pryor on the left, Alexis Arguello on the right. We've been waiting since November the 12th for the rematch, and here it is, round one, and Arguello.
And Arguello
takes a hard one.
Terrific right hand, and that's going to discourage Aaron Pryor.
Aaron Pryor comes in like you would expect. Starting out fast, looking to score. Arguello coming back to the roar of the crowd.
This will not go the distance if it keeps up this way, Steve. They're both going out with the knockout.
The first one went 14 rounds. It's beginning just like that one. Back in the Orange Bowl. It's almost like deja vu. Only about 3,000 miles to the west. Oh, Arguello's down! Arguello's down in the first round!
Tremendous punch by Aaron Pryor. Right hand hit him right on the button.
But Arguello got up quickly.
Hey, you all right? Hold your hands up, let me see.
Richard Steele counted to 7. He separates the two, and Pryor wants more. He wants to finish Arguello in the first round.
Well, the referee gave Arguello enough opportunity and looked at him and asked him if he was all right. Pryor wants to finish it off now.
They continue to exchange in the center of the ring.
At the rate Pryor is going, he could tire, but his reputation doesn't always go this way.
Well, we had a knockdown in the earlier fight in the first round with Lockridge and Bose Edwards, but Lockridge, who was knocked down, came back to win. Let's see what happens here.
No, Arguello's getting tremendous shots to the head, and he looks hurt. And another one.
Hold him, Alexis. Hold him.
Ready, redness forming around the left eye of Alexis Arguello. Aaron Pryor oozing with confidence. There's a right by Arguello, but a glancing blow to the head of Pryor.
And it didn't faze Pryor at all.
There's a harder right by Arguello. Another right by Arguello. A left uppercut by Arguello. And back comes Pryor with a combination. Oh, a right, a thumping right by Pryor.
Better off now, getting a little rest, going off to the rear, because Pryor is too dangerous on the inside.
Wild left by Aaron Pryor, hit nothing but air, but a right connected to the head of Arguello. Landed. That right did not.
Arguello wants to end this quickly also, you can tell.
We're heading for the bell.
Let's go, break. Come back clean.
The fans on their feet.
He hit him with a straight left jab and straight to the face. He knocked him down. It was a great shot. That really, really hurt Arguello. There's an awful lot of Vaseline in that face now.
Round two. It's scheduled for 15.
He's getting wild now, shooting those right hands across, but he knows they land.
A right landed by Aaron Pryor. Then he pulls Arguello away.
Because of tremendous punches. Arguello's lost a little of his force.
That right hand snapped Arguello's head back. Now they're right up above us. And Arguello comes back.
Well, Pryor is tiring. We know that he doesn't tire, but he could tire because he's shooting everything.
There's a lunging right hand by Alexis Arguello that landed.
But he's stepping back, he's slowing down.
And a sweeping right by Pryor.
Pryor will miss, and he'll come right back and score. Alexis is giving his all, his very, very best in this fight. He wants this to be his last fight, and he wants that title so badly.
Yes, indeed. He said, win, lose, or draw, this is my last fight. He said, I'll put the last drop of my blood into this fight. He said it'll be a better fight than the last one. It'll be a fight to the finish. Those are the words of Alexis Arguello.
That was another tremendous right.
Right uppercut to the belly by Arguello. Oh, a hard right by Arguello to Pryor's head. And the crowd appreciates it.
Pryor back up.
And then he slithers right back in.
It's difficult to realize how that goes.
Oh, he stumbled. He stumbled. Pryor shakes his head. He says, I'm all right.
Yeah, but that's a ploy. Lots of times guys are hurt, and they will do that.
The bell will sound.
He was really a little off balance. He was hit, however, Pryor.
Round three, it's scheduled for 15.
He'd be better off settling down to gather up some strength.
Arguello Steele says, get those punches up to Arguello. There's a thumping right by Pryor, landed to the head of Alexis. Arguello counters with a left uppercut. Series of lefts followed by the right.
Pryor has backed up considerably. Says
that right to the head of Arguello.
All right, now Richard Steele warned Arguello for throwing a low punch.
Let him up, let him up.
That Pryor is constant action. He never gives up. He's like a bee on honey.
Overhand right by Pryor that slithered off Arguello's head, and Arguello countered with a solid shot. Left jab by Pryor, connecting. About a minute remaining.
Great right uppercut by Arguello. Out the eyes of the judges.
Arguello is backing Pryor into the ropes. Right uppercut left. Left uppercut by Arguello.
You can see the crowd is for Arguello. They're all rooting for him.
Looks to air it out. Left uppercut, right uppercut from the overhand right. And the crowd urging Arguello on. A right cross by Arguello landed. Another right. He's got Pryor on the ropes, and then Pryor tired, leans on him.
Pryor's looking at his corner laughing, but he's hurt. He's being embarrassed by that attack.
He's taking a lot of punishment here in the final seconds of round 3.
In my opinion, Arguello is taking that second round. That third round, rather.
Let's go, second.
Richard Steele went over to Aaron Pryor's corner and cautioned him on something. Too much Vaseline, I think.
Oh, no question about it. He was lathered up. It's been non-stop action from the opening bell. Beautiful flurry here by Aaron Pryor, and Arguello's down for the second time of the fight.
That was a left hook uppercut that did that. He got up on 3. He's up to 7 now.
You okay?
Furious attack by Aaron Pryor, raising his hands.
The referee.
Arguello says he's all right.
Yeah, the referee is giving him an opportunity and not an opportunity to rest.
Now Arguello charging in, looking to finish. Pryor looking to finish Arguello off. Arguello looking to hang on.
Now Arguello is holding on. That's a bad sign. It would be wise of him to hold at this point.
Don't push, don't push.
Hold him.
I can't understand why Arguello will not clench at this time.
Step back, Jake. Step back, right.
Relentless pursuit by Aaron Pryor.
Aaron Pryor is smiling.
Big right by Arguello. He almost went down for the third time.
Oh, he's catching Arguello badly now. It doesn't look good for Alexis.
Not at all. As Pryor continues to pummel Arguello.
Where does he get that energy?
I don't know how he stays up. Unbelievable here in round 4. Oh, a right hand by Arguello got in.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that power anymore, Steve.
It didn't stun Pryor at all. You're right.
Enormous amount of punishment at this point in time.
Arguello is hanging by a thread.
Watch your head, watch your
We'll
head.
have to repeat. I don't know why he's not clinching. He should be clinching now and getting out of that corner.
Punch it out, punch it out. Punch it out, watch your head.
He's lost his power, and he's having problems punching his way out.
Don't push, don't push.
What a tremendous fight, Steve. Power packed all the way.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in the 4th round. Arguello just looking to hold on here to survive the round.
Pryor will not step back. He's just on top of his man all the time.
He's got that thirst for destruction. He just never stops.
He is a living windmill. That's what he is.
Round 4 is ending. Arguello trying to pump himself up. Round 5 scheduled for 15.
Oh, with all the energy he's expending.
Right cross by Arguello, but didn't have that much impact.
I still don't understand why Arguello will not back up or hold a little more. The zip, he's on the defense now. He's just blocking, it seems. Although that was a tremendous left hook.
abusado.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, he's greatly concerned. Emmanuel Stewart's greatly concerned about him. Amount of head punishment, as he is right now.
Arthur, the pace has slowed down.
Right. It's not fair because Alexis is too clean of a fighter.
In that ring.
Don't hold him. Work your way out. Punch your way out.
Arguello coming alive a little bit here. But Pryor just turned him around.
Alive, but it doesn't seem effective. That left hook uppercut that he normally has is very powerful, but it's just tapping now. See it? Just tapping.
Round 6 concluding.
It is hard out to pull this fight up to where it should be because he's losing now with 2 knockdowns.
All right, round 7 scheduled for 15. The crowd rises as Arguello comes through, being left jab. Then he comes in with a right, but it was deflected by Arguello.
Oh, but with Pryor, he's deliberately holding back and he's building up his power and throwing that right cross. You know.
Midway point, round number 7.
The fight has really calmed down considerably. They're both tired.
Those crisp punches are landing to the head of Arguello. Then Arguello comes back with a snappy right. But again, Pryor doesn't seem to be phased. And Pryor complaining to Richard Steele.
Pryor was going to hit the referee. Another low shot.
And if you recall, he was guilty of the low blows Arguello was in the first fight. There's a right, a hard right by Pryor to the head of Arguello.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, Steve. He's mustering up with that right hand, but while he's waiting to muster up, he's getting clocked with Arguello's right. Beautiful right hand by Arguello.
The crowd comes alive as Arguello does. Now Pryor comes back, but Arguello able to pick him up.
It doesn't seem to affect Pryor.
He's got that granite chin. You wonder how he took all that punishment early on in the first fight. It's the kind of fight everybody expected and wanted. Round 8 scheduled for 15.
Pryor's corner just gave him an admonition. They said, put him to sleep. This looks like it's going to be the key round.
Furious exchange as the round began. Oh, Arguello landed with a left to the head of Pryor.
Beautiful. Arguello's come to life.
Crowd continues to exhort Alexis Arguello.
Great. Watch your head.
I tell you, because he has been hit several times low, and the referee has failed to admonish him on that. He seemed wrong. We see it here, but at his angle, we couldn't see it.
And there was some headbutting going on, too, in that last sequence. Right uppercut by Arguello to the midsection of Pryor.
Tremendous comeback in this round by Arguello.
He's got Pryor against the rope.
And Pryor is laughing and holding. That's bad.
Watch the low blows, says Richard Steele.
It was Pryor who was holding behind the head. He's penalizing Arguello.
Penalizing for the fouls. Combination by Pryor, but slipping off Arguello's head.
Don't push.
No pushing, says Richard Steele. Pryor still looking very confident. Makes it unbelievably hot. Round number 9 scheduled for 15 as Arguello comes out to meet Pryor. What, in your opinion, does Arguello have to do to overpower Pryor and take this fight?
We did say earlier on top of the show, we thought it would end in the middle rounds. It possibly could, and it could possibly go the distance.
Cautioning of don't push to Aaron Pryor. But Arguello able to slip those punches.
Now, Pryor threw another illegal punch. It was a right clicking punch, which he should have been admonished on that also.
Right uppercut by Arguello, but Pryor has that hard belly. Arguello opening up, but Pryor is in. Toe-to-toe. Arguello has been knocked down 2 times. Pryor has registered 25 consecutive knockouts. Keep in mind, a knockout percentage of .939, highest in his weight division.
However,
Straight left hand. Keep working it.
There's that graphic.
He's
The
going.
last 25 in a row by knockout. He's 33-0 with 31 knockouts.
Drop down underneath.
So we have reached round 10, scheduled for 15, the WBA Junior Welterweight Championship.
White cross all evening. There it is again.
Combination by Pryor. Pryor hobbles Arguello.
Just to repeat head punishment.
Another right cross dished out by Aaron Pryor. And these are taking their toll against Arguello.
Pryor never seems to go to the body. He was always going to the head. He's a headhunter. You notice that, Steve? All to the head, nothing on the inside.
And Arguello's eyes, the area around the eyes are beginning to swell and bruise, puff up.
I don't know.
Here goes Pryor again. Oh, what an uppercut to the chin of Arguello. Arguello's in trouble. He's down. He's down on his right knee, and he goes to the seat of his pants.
He's had it. Arguello, I'm sorry to say, doesn't look too good. His eye is hurting him. And he's staying down.
That's it. It's all over. It's all over. Aaron Pryor retains his WBA Junior Welterweight Championship. Finishing blows by Pryor.
Pryor is on constant attack like he's been all night. He gave Arguello a tremendous lot of head punishment, but Arguello was valiant. He goes down, but he continues to take this unusual punishment. And that left uppercut really hurt Arguello. You could see that his mouthpiece was really displaced. You can see the way his face is grimacing. You can see he wasn't really, we couldn't see, but it looked like a right uppercut did it. And Arguello was very, very sad, and this is the way his career probably will end.
Yes, indeed. We may have seen the end of a brilliant 15-year career that began in 1968. Alexis Arguello going down for the third time. The third time he didn't get up. He just sat there, could not move. He was like just comatose, couldn't move.